Coleshill Town here at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. A proper slog and a proper winter derby, 0-0 between Coventry Sphinx and Coleshill Town. We're here with joint manager John Woodward. John, we weren't for a moment expecting this game to be on, but some amazing work from the ground staff got the game on. Tell us what you thought of today's match.
Yeah, full credit to the groundsman for getting the game on. It looked probably doubtful last night with all the rain we had yesterday, but it's held up quite well. It's cut up a little bit now, but the game was, let's be honest, probably poor. Quality from both sides probably wasn't good enough. It looked like two sides that really didn't want to lose the game.
Well, there were some brilliant defensive displays in there for the likes of Niall Rowe for Coleshill, Lewis Guest for us. Would you say it was more of a defence battle that was just fantastic performances from the defenders, or just two front lines that couldn't quite take their chances?
Yeah, I think probably that we've stifled each other out of the game, I guess. The two centre-halves have given Shippo a tough game because they've obviously done their own work, and it was a physical battle up there and we were trying to get people close to him. But yeah, defences have come out on top. There's few and far between any real good chances. Probably Coleshill have had the better chance where he's slotted it wide. So yeah.
Well, we've seen over the last couple of days or heard whispers that Coleshill have had a few issues off the pitch after a run of 3 consecutive losses away from home. Did you think that Coleshill were there for the taking, or were you wary of a bounce back from the Coles men?
So what we said to them was, before the game, we sort of said, look, these have been in disarray a little bit over the last 10 days with appointing a manager who stayed for 3 games and then sort of moved on. But then what they've done is, quite rightly so, they've long-standing Paul Hathaway, they've appointed him, and he steadied the ship. And I knew today that he would have galvanised them. I said to him, I said, be wary. Yes, they're missing a few key players, Rob Evans, Josh Willis, and it was a good opportunity for us, but we knew he'd galvanise them today, and he has. It's like I say, I think both sides were scared to lose the game in the end.
Well, one thing that wouldn't have helped Coleshill's preparation was the loss of Gio Dainty. You were saying before the game it's a move that you've been waiting on for a while. You described it as one of the longest transfers in football history. Were you glad to get the deal done just before you played Coleshill?
Yeah, it finally sort of happened Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was. It was a tough one because I've known Gio he started off here in the youth team, so I've known him a long time and we've always kept in contact, and I knew it would be heart-wrenching for him to leave Coleshill. He's been there 8 years and I did a year there as well, so it's a good little club, so I knew it was tough for him to leave, so hopefully he won't regret it, and may it carry on long-standing.
Well, one player who really solo-handedly got us a share of the spoils with some incredible saves was Keelan Fallows. Plucked the ball out of mid-air from a header in the first half, closed the gaps well when Lewis Archer was closing in on him. How good of a signing has Keelan been now that we're a few months into the season?
Yes, Keelan has made some crucial saves over the last few weeks. We look at it now, we've only lost 1 in 5. I hope, we've got to start turning some of the draws into wins, but yeah, Keelan needed to play games and get some experience in men's football, because he came straight out of Coventry City, sat on the bench large periods at Tamworth last year, so hopefully we've gave him the opportunity to play regularly.
Well, at this stage of the season, it's going to be a real battle between teams at the lower echelons of the table. Of course, coming in, we wanted to win this game, but could this be a very important point given the end of the season when teams like us and Coleshill could be down in that lower echelon? Yeah.
Looking at the other results, Rugby ended up losing 2-1 at home, Boldmere lost, Rushden lost. Who else was down there? Obviously, Gresley was called off, so maybe it's a point gained where everyone else around us had sort of slipped up. But like I say, we don't want to keep looking down below. We want to look above and try and close the gap on teams above. So it might. Who can tell? Probably the end of the season, it's not a bad point.
And finally, Anstey Nomads next. Another team who hasn't had the best of starts to the season. What are you expecting from that one?
Don't know. I mean, we haven't played them for I think a good 4 or 5 years. We had them in I think the last 16 of the bars. They just picked us here 2-1. But I think they've come a long way since, and on all accounts they're a big, strong side. So, another big physical battle again.
Well, we're looking forward to that one, Woody. Congratulations on a well-earned point today. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Okay.